What do you think of LeBron saying that Black Lives Matter is a way of life and not simply a movement?
Well, I appreciate LeBron James for saying it. I appreciate him for owning his platform and stepping up and speaking out and using his voice. It reminds me of a time when you had not just celebrities like Harry Belafonte and Sidney Poitier, but you also had athletes like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You had Jim Brown. You had Muhammad Ali. You had all of these athletes using the power of their platform to speak truth to power. And that's what LeBron James is doing. He's cautioning us on stopping what we have going right now, saying this movement won't stop because this is a lifestyle. And I appreciate it because people always like to say, Bakari, why are you playing the black card? Or why are you playing a race card? And I'm like, I'm not playing a card. This is who I am. LeBron's 35, I'm 35. We both have 3 beautiful children that we're trying to raise in this world. And before LeBron James is an NBA superstar, he's a black man and a father first. And so I'm very proud of his words and his remarks.
And also, what can't get twisted is all lives can't matter until black lives do as well. And that's really the impetus of where that comes from. And so many times people will try to hijack the movement. We saw this with Colin Kaepernick. He takes a knee because he wanted to highlight social injustice to people of color. And then all of a sudden we're talking more about the flag than we're talking about Eric Garner saying, I can't breathe. And then you graduate to George Floyd saying it again a handful of years later or so, I can't breathe. So what has changed? How the masses now view it. When it first was being discussed, in particular in corporate America, you're starting business to make money. You don't want to alienate any of your audience. And then all of a sudden, you're put in a position to do so, but it was the right thing to do. And so the loud people that say, well, you know, shut up and dribble. Oh, you guys are so woke. Or why we got to continue to have these conversations. And Black Lives Matter is a mob. These are all smoke screens, Bakari, as you know, to try to get us not talking about the actual issue. Let's stay focused here. I woke up so many days as a citizen in this country and felt like, you know what? There's been a breakthrough. I was at the inauguration on the stage with Jay-Z, Akon, and Jeezy when Obama got elected. I understand when he got elected in 2012, I felt elated. I was like, you know what, we're going places. I felt like that after the Rodney King situation. That was the early 90s. So don't take it some type of way if I'm like LeBron. I just don't want to embrace this entire movement being accepted by the masses just yet until systemic change actually happens. And why are we calling for players in the NBA to be more vocal? Because they have the money, they have the power, they have the voice, and they have the leverage in their sport. And God bless Bubba Wallace. He got a long way to go. The only black guy in NASCAR, like, he got a long way to go. Congratulations on getting those flags taken down in NASCAR. But NBA players have a lot more power, and I appreciate them exercising it every chance they get, especially using their platforms.
Not only do I agree with what LeBron said, I think it's very important with what LeBron said, because we were all waiting for this moment. Because there was discussion before the players went to the bubble. Should they go to the bubble? Will playing basketball change the conversation? Will we discuss pick and rolls and three-point percentages and not social injustice? And then there was the Black Lives Matter on the court. Like, okay, that's a gesture. And then we talked about the back of the jerseys. And LeBron James was one of the players that said, you know what? I'm not going to put a league-approved statement on the back of my jersey. So we all said, I wonder what LeBron James is going to do, because there's a lot of pressure on him because his platform is the biggest, not just in the sport, but in sports in this country. And I commend him for using it this way, because the discussion today on this program is not about the Lakers losing to the Mavs. It is about LeBron's post-game comments, and I believe that that is what he intended in making the statement.
If I may, one of the unique things about LeBron James, and one of the things that he understands that some others do not, is that America's missed these moments before. We've had Emmett Till, to Jalen's point. We missed that moment. We had the Emmett Pettus Bridge. We missed that moment. King was assassinated. We missed that moment. 5 years ago, my good friend Clemente Pinckney was murdered in a church with 8 others. And you want to talk about moments with the President of the United States, the 44th president. We all remember when Barack Obama sang Amazing Grace. Now, it was off key as all hell, but he sang it nonetheless. And moment, we felt as if the country was moving forward. And what LeBron has recognized, like we all recognize, is that, look, we have made progress in this country, but we still have yet a ways to go. And I'm even more proud of LeBron and Danny Green and everyone else for saying Breonna Taylor's name. Because as we know, Malcolm X said that the most disrespected person on the planet is the black woman. And for LeBron and these individuals to be lifting up women of color while they're using their platform speaks volumes as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.